Hello, my beautiful boss slaymates. It's me, Akenisha, your favorite business consultant. And today I want to talk to you about an easy way, but not so easy way to gain brand awareness for your business. One of the main things that I hear people say is an issue when it comes to their new baby or their new business is they're having problems getting brand awareness or getting traffic to their website. So, an easy way, but not so easy way to handle or rectify this situation is through something that I did when I first started almost 7 years ago. That is so crazy to say. I lied. Almost 6 years ago. July 2nd will make 6 years that I have been in business. That is so crazy to say. But anyway, the easy way, but not so easy way, is using brand ambassadors or finding influencers to market your product for you. So you don't have to do all of the work and you can use someone else's audience. Okay. So a lot of times you will get on Instagram or you'll get on TikTok now, or maybe even Facebook, YouTube as well. And you will sit for hours trying to find people. However, I did not really search for the 11 that I started off with back in 2017. I actually joined groups on Facebook, but it still took me a while to find them. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give you an easy way to find these brand ambassadors or influencers for your brand. It is actually something that I have been starting to use. I love it. They are also the sponsors for this video, so yay! Thank you to Saral. They are what they call an influencer assistant. I call it my best friend because, I'm telling y'all, once I give you a tour of this website and show you how the creator did this, it is perfect. It is seriously a time saver when it comes to finding influencers from Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. Okay, so we are going to go right into my laptop. I'm going to give you a quick rundown. This isn't going to be like my long tutorials. I'm not going to go through everything. I just want to show you a couple quick need to knows and things that I've done. I've already added myself in the app as an influencer just so I can show you some examples. Okay, all right, so we're going to go into my laptop now. All right, all right, y'all. So we are in my dashboard. This is what you will see. Well, actually, you will not see this when you immediately get on this website. You will actually see, I think a pop-up comes up about like a tutorial and a walkthrough, a tour, that sort of thing. So that's actually what you would see first. You could do that. I definitely suggest doing that, but I'm also going to show you the need to knows as well. But you can still go through that anyway. I wish I could get my face off of here. Can I get my face off here? There we go. Okay. So again, this is what you will see. You will come up to this. So let's go through and talk about how to find influencers first. This is one reason why I love this. You have two different ways that you can find influencers. The first thing you can do is go to your Google Chrome extensions and get the Saral app. So you see right here, look at my top right where my mouse is. It says SARAL. It has access to the site. So that is an extension. So when you are actually combing the social media streets, that particular extension will give you some information that I'm about to show you. The information that it shows you is amazing. It gives you, the full breakdown. We're talking about stuff that you normally cannot see. So we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to also show you the way to use the discovery part. I have done some recent searches in here just to show you all. So you go over here, you can change this to Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok, which are obviously the three main ways that people are finding influencers and brand ambassadors. You can change this to what your customers talk about, who they also buy from, and what accounts they also follow. And then you will search and find the creators here. So I'm going to show you the extension part first. So I already pulled up two different influencers. Excuse me, y'all. All right, so the first one is this girl here. I just happened to just search, for street fashion, black girl bloggers, that sort of thing, and this is who popped up. So as you can see, she has 129,000 followers. I'm always looking for, with my boutique brand ambassadors, people who are fashionable, take great photos, that sort of thing. So let's say you're interested in her. You go over here, you click on your extension. It tells you how many followers she has. It tells you what a fair fee is. This does change, that I noticed when you go from here to the website. This fee does change. It shows you how many likes she is predicted to get. It shows you her engagement rate. It rates it for you. It rates it as excellent. And her diehard fans percentage is a 3.9, and it rates that as good. So this will be someone I would use if I could afford this fee, which I cannot. But let's say we could, you know what I'm saying? So you go down here and you would add her to your list. Now, your lists are over here, and we will add her in here, okay? So I'm going to add her in there. Let's go back. Let's add her to my potentials. We're going to add it to the list she saved. All right, so we're done with her. Now, let's say you go to someone and this is what pops up. Now, she is someone that I actually do follow. She is in my home state, so of course I'll be following her. She has a great profile. I actually like that. It's certain things. Anywho, so you go in here, and this is what it says. It says, it seems like this creator has hidden their likes. We can't process their info right now. You can still add them to your list. Now, what I've noticed is that when you go in here and you search for them in the discovery, so let's say I'm going to search for her. I already did it before, so let's just click on her again. But it shows everything here. So I'm not entirely sure why that is. I would have to reach out to the creator to see. But this just shows you that the Chrome extension may not be 100% accurate, because also what I noticed is that the fees change, but I can't show you. I think it was in here. It was a 125. Let's copy hers and see if her fee changes. Her fee was 1.2K. So let's search for her. Why did it do that? There we go. You all hear my son, I'm sorry. So now you see in here, the fee is lower. It tends to change. When I did it myself, my fee was higher in the website than it was on the Chrome extension. So I just say go through the website, or go to the website, to be more, I guess, accurate, and also gain more information and insights that you will need. Now, let's stay on this page real quick. So not only does it show me the person I searched for, and it shows me her growth rate, her engagement rate, all the same stuff that we just saw, but you can also see their demographics. That is amazing. I'm actually not going to click on her demographics. I already did my own because it takes quite a few minutes for them to populate. So I'm going to show you mine in a minute. So anyway, you can scroll through here. You can see everything else, like people who are similar to the person you searched for, or if you're searching for a hashtag or products that people talk about, that sort of thing, it'll show you similar ones. So now we can go through and we can see, like, this person right here, her fee, her fee. This is an event, so I wouldn't be able to do that. But you see the fees are lower. So you can actually filter through here. And let's say I wanted to do more micro influencers or nano influencers. I personally would like to do nano influencers. So I would click on that. And then I would definitely have that their email exists, and I would want them to be women. So let's apply those filters and see what happens. So now we're down to 2,923 creators instead. I did not mean to do that. So now we're getting to people who I could afford. Feel me? So that is what you could do to filter through and find people that, are a little bit more in your range. And so you may be thinking like, hey, Nisha, that's not a whole lot of followers, but a smaller follower pool means that you most likely have a greater diehard fan base, because you're able to, not you, but influencers rather, you're able to build more personal relationships. You're able to build more trust. Your community will most likely trust you more and trust your recommendations, whereas a bigger creator doesn't really have time to reach out to so many people that they may not be as trustworthy unless they're famous, or someone who's become famous, or someone who's become well known and gone viral, something like that. Okay, so back over here. No, I'm done with this. So we're gonna be done with that. We're gonna be done with that. Okay, so let's go back over here. Now, something else that you can do on this particular website that I like. Remember, I said email that I put here in the filters, because we all know that email is the best, is the best and most professional way to reach out to basically anyone when it comes to business. So you actually have a part here for email drips. This is amazing. So you can create a whole new drip. I'm not going to do that whole thing because I'm just not. So you can just say who you want to send it to. You could put everyone in your list. You could name it whatever it is you want to name it. I need to connect my email so that way I could do that. But you would just send out drips. So you could actually control when they get sent out, so you can schedule them. You can create the emails, all of them together. You could do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, however many you want to do. So, a drip is just like a flow in Klaviyo or an automation in MailChimp. They automatically get sent out after a certain amount of time. Okay. So you actually can keep up with who gets emailed. Now, when it comes to your email drips, you also have your relationships. This is another part that I truly like. So y'all know I love organizational things. I love spreadsheets. I love analytics. I love all of that stuff. I love, planners like the next girl. But I write down a lot of things. Y'all know that. I write down a lot of things. And so let's say this is not something. Okay, so when I have done research for brand ambassadors and influencers, I have had to write this kind of things down. These kind of things down got written down. I had like a book, and I had also had a Google sheet that I had things like this in. So having this in here for free is amazing. So let's say I'm using myself. I'm a prospect. Email drips got sent out. So now I would move myself to the reached out. I have reached out to her. We're going to say her is me, okay? I've reached out to her, sent her whatever I wanted to send her. We're waiting for some replies. Finally, Ikenisha replies back. We are now in conversation. We talking. Meanwhile, this one, I have reached out to her. I'm waiting on her, okay? Now we're talking. Ikenisha has agreed. We're going to do this. Yes, yes, yes. I pay her fee. We doing all the extra stuff. The links are going. Okay, we're moving her over there. Let's say now she's reached out. She's reached back out. We talk. We chit chat. She's decided, okay, you know what? That's not for me. Bye-bye. Now she's rejected. Okay? So you get to see, everybody that you've talked to, who you're still talking to, who you still haven't talked to, who you have onboarded and they're joining your crew, and who has just, left you on red and rejected you. Now, what you can do, you can also click on their name, and you can see everything else here in one shot. So you'll see their email. If you have discount codes that you want to use for them, specifically, you put that there. If you're giving them tracking links, you will put that here. Tags, you have a full profile. I'll show you that in a second. See how my engagement rate is, but y'all know I don't be on Instagram like that anymore. So, which is why I'm very shocked that my price is that, because my price is a little bit lower than that. So I feel like I should charge higher than that. Okay, so anywho, let's say, you want to put some notes here. Let's say Ikenisha wants to do a giveaway for her followers, or she wants to collaborate with another ambassador. So this ambassador and this ambassador are going to be collaborating together to make one big post, that sort of thing. You put their notes in there and you will save those. Now, if you want to see their whole profile, you can click on that here and you can see everything else. So you can see everything that you've done with them. You can see their demographics, which I'm going to show you. And here's all your tasks and all of that, products, addresses in here, their dashboard, which we, obviously we can't see that right now. You can track your package that you have sent them, which is great. So you literally can see everything about them in this one part. So this is everything about your particular influencer. Now, take a look at the demographics part. This really blew me. Like, I was just shocked, y'all, because I had to pay for stuff like this back when I was really into getting people. Like, I had to pay to figure out things like this. Now, you see here, this fee has changed again. It's changed now to $100. So, and I charge a little more than that. Okay, so get this, y'all. Wait till we scroll down some more. So it shows the top hashtags on my, like, not me, but, my personally, because, I'm the influencer now. It shows the top hashtags on my account. It shows on her account. We're going to keep calling me her. On her account, it shows who I have mentioned the most. It shows who have profiles that look like mine or look like hers. This is a brand I have worked with. or no, this is a brand I work with. This is like a brand, that would be good to work with. These are the top interests of my audience, y'all. Do y'all have any idea how amazing this is? Let me tell you, let me just jump back into my coaching mode here. If you use ads at all, Google ads, Pinterest ads, Facebook ads / Meta, whatever you want to call it, this is perfect information for you to use. Why? Because it's showing you the interest of your audience as well. Because when you find the perfect influencer or brand ambassador, their audience is going to have the interest that you need to know about. Okay? So it's showing that my audience likes clothing, handbags, of course, duh. They like family, relationships, friends. They like beauty and cosmetics, toys, baby stuff, kid stuff, shopping, and retail. Yes, I already knew all these things. It also shows my audience type, and it's of course going to show my age and gender. So we got that down here. And you can use this to see if the influencer that you have, that you're looking at or potentially looking at, has the right age group and gender. Because there have been people that I have been like, oh yes, I would love her. She's pretty, she's fashionable, she has a bunch of likes, she's getting engagement. But then when you go deeper and look in the comments, or when you look at something like this, it's just a bunch of thirsty comments, or it's a bunch of spam comments, because we get a lot of spam these days on Instagram. So even though this particular girl would have the engagement I'm looking for and the likes and the fashion, if her audience is this group switch that around and it's 70% male, that ain't gonna work for me. This just means that men are following her because she looks pretty and they're not buying anything from what she's selling. So that wouldn't be the person for me. So I would need to be looking at this and making sure, like, hey, what if their age group is like 18 to 34, and my group that I normally sell to is 35 to 64. Obviously, they're not the ones for me because their age group isn't what I'm looking for. This also shows my audience locations. So you can use this and not use this. It just depends on you. If you have a product that is more, let's say you are a swimsuit, you know what I'm saying? You may not care right now if it's wintertime, that people over in the north, like DC and Philly and Maryland, where it snows really bad during the wintertime, you may not really care that they have a lot of northern audience locations. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not buying your stuff right now. It's December. It's -2 degrees outside. And then further down, it shows like sponsored posts that they've done. So that means that there's a hashtag ad in it. I have other sponsored posts, but I didn't put hashtag ad in them. So that's why you're only seeing one. And it also shows you some popular posts of theirs. And you can add to a list. You can download as a PDF, do whatever you want to do with this information. That right there alone, like this whole thing right here alone, is worth however much they ask you to pay. I'm not capping. I'm serious. That alone is enough. Okay. So you have your list that you create, you have your email drips, you have your discovery phase, you have people in your relationships. And when you go back home, you'll also see your progress that you've made. So it'll show you how much traffic you've gained from these influencers, the revenue you've generated, if you've gotten new customers, your returns. It shows people that have reached like the combined audience of your people. And then it shows how many how many creators you've imported and used and onboarded and all of that fun stuff. If you have any tasks that you have scheduled for yourself, you'll see that there. Any of the packages that you sent and put in the tracking numbers for, you will see that is in here as well. So all of that is available on your dashboard. Now, good news. You can try this for free, get set up super quick. This is like nothing. As you can see, nothing complicated for you to do. It is super simple for you to connect and get started immediately. So please make sure to go to the link in the description box. I should also have it pop up on this. Prayerfully, I should. If I don't forget, it should pop up here. But if you use my link that is in the description box, please do so. So, I also will get credit for that, as well as they know where the traffic is coming from. So be sure to click that link in the description box and get started on finding brand ambassadors and influencers. This is an easy, but not so easy, but easy way to gain more exposure and traffic to your website, people. Okay. Alrighty. So next video, we're going to be talking about some more things. We're going to get into some things. Okay. Thank you all for watching my video and see you next time. Bye.